Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode of the Evans A. Darilus podcast. It's been a long time in the making. Numerous names that I wanted to call this podcast, but it's very fitting to be calling it Evans A. Darilus because it's my name. It carries my name. This is like my baby. It's been a long time in the making. Let me tell you guys about myself. For those who don't know me, I am Evans A. Darilus. I'm the eldest of many siblings. You know, I am of Haitian descent, and I'm very proud to say that. I was born in the United States of America. I was born in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'm not telling you the year I was born, but I was born on Star Wars Day. May the force be with me. May the force be with you, but may the force be with me because I was born on May 4th. Funny story is, I was supposed to be born May 7th, the same day as my father. My father and I share the same birthday month, but we were supposed to share the same birthday. But I decided to come out 3 days early. But that's a whole different story, and we can revisit that down the line at some other podcast. But today, ladies and gentlemen, the podcast we are here to talk about, and the idea came from my little brother Billy. Thank you, Billy, for the topic. It was a topic about wearing masks. We all wear masks, ladies and gentlemen, to whether to shield the pain, to hide our joy, or our overwhelming our frustration, um, whether it be in the workplace, whether it be at home, whether it be with your significant partner, or what have you, or have not of you. Um, we deal with it every day, and society teaches us to adapt to our environment. I'm gonna be taking a look at some stuff that I was in the process of looking up, and while I was having trouble to upload the podcast, that seems like me to have technical difficulties with my podcast. It happens sometimes, even in the work setting. My equipment wouldn't work the first time. But anyhow, we are functioning properly right now, and I'm very glad and very honored to be here in the presence of you guys. For those who are watching, thank you, and for those who are listening to me on all streaming platforms that this podcast ends up going on, and I'm gonna try to bring it to Spotify, to iHeartRadio, so you guys can check me out there. Okay, so my first thing that I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to get into a quote for a moment here, which is a quote about a mask, like about mask. We understand how dangerous a mask can be. We all become what we pretend to be. See, that was perfect. A perfect way to talk about it. Let me get that again. Let me read that again for y'all. We understand how dangerous a mask can be. We all become what we pretend to be. Right? We all pretend, we all become what we pretend to be. If you pretend to be a miserable person and you keep that as a routine, in a routine, it becomes second nature. Because we all wear masks. We wear masks to hide our pain. We wear a mask to for people do not see us as weak and vulnerable and Some of us, we seek validation because of the different masks we put on, and we are insecure with ourselves, insecure with our wellness and who we are. We are all trying to find ourselves in this world, and the way society is built. We are built to be a certain way and to do things a certain way. We are, as people, very, 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 very lost. So we wear masks. Like, so for example, let me give you an example on myself. I could be in pain right now, but I wear a mask where I'm smiling. There's many people who wear masks, comedians who have, God rest their soul, have passed on. Like, for example, Robert Williams. He was able to make everybody laugh, everybody happy, everybody, to be a certain extent. He brought laughter to the world, but he was dealing with pain on his inside of him, within himself, and he's no longer with us. R.I.P. to him, and condolences to his family. Even though I know it has been a couple years since he's passed, but the pain doesn't go away, and we mask our pain so that no one sees us as weak or vulnerable. We try to wear mask, as this the saying says, we become what we pretend to be. So, if you're sad on the inside and you constantly pretend to be happy, over time you'll be happy. If you're miserable and it's always on your face, you always wearing that miserable face, like you're wearing, you have that resting B face, then you too will wear that mask. Will no longer be a mask, it will be your permanent face. And we're talking metaphorically speaking. Wearing a mask is something that we all do. Not one person does it. And Halloween is a perfect example. Like, we all, like a lot of us who celebrate Halloween, who've dressed up in for Halloween, we dress up as different characters, as people, as whether it's real life celebrities or made up people or made up characters from our favorite TV shows and movies. Uh like, people dressed up as Lagatha. Some of us dressed up as Darth Vader, uh, Bumblebees, Chucky, Michael Jackson. People dressed up as Michael Jackson. People dressed up as Freddy Krueger and Jason. We all have dressed up and put on masks, and some of us became Batman. Some of us became Superman. Some of us became a French fry. Some of us became condiments. Some of us became cheerleaders. You know, we all wear a mask and we all wear outfits. Wearing a mask is sometimes used to deal with your pain. A lot of us have a lot of trauma and things that we deal with where we wear a mask. I just want to go to another quote that I see here. Um, and I want to give the person credit for this. This came from the Names of the Wind, the King Killer Chronicle, Volume 1. This was by Patrick Rothfuss, the one that I said that we understand how dangerous a mask can be. We all become what we pretend to be. Okay? And here is a another one, right? I kind of like this one. We all wear masks, and the time comes when we cannot remove them without removing some of our own skin. See, it correlates with what Mr. Patrick Rossford was saying. We all become what we pretend to be. That's the last line of that quote. And see, and listen to the quote is by Andre Berth Berthum. Berth, Berth, Berther. Um, he is his name. His last name is spelled Berthiaume. Again, Andre, Berthiaume. We all wear masks, and the time comes when we cannot remove them without some of our own skin. Hmm. See how they correlate? See how they go together? They both are telling you as soon as you wear a mask, it becomes part of your face, and you rip part of your face off. It's kind of like that movie Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. They swap faces. So John Travolta's face, Nicolas Cage had the face of John Travolta, and John Travolta had the face of Nicolas Cage. That movie was amazing. It was a great depiction, a metaphorical depiction of we put on someone else's face, we become that person. It's just the same thing, right? If I'm mad today, I slap on a mask of anger. But if I'm happy, I slap on a mask of happiness. But internally, we are dealing with so much as humans. We deal with anxiety, we deal with depression, we deal with social anxiety. Every one of us has something, but we put on masks so that we do not see it or become a weak and vulnerable person. There is nothing wrong with being in tune with your emotions. It may take time for you to open up, but you must be able to understand when you wear a mask, you are hiding a piece of you that someone will like to see. It's like peeling back the layers of an orange. Every layer in every being, in every mask that we wear, there are layers to it. Some people face postpartum depression, like from after having children, and they have to wear a mask. They're deeply saddened. They don't know how they're going to make it through the day. Wearing a mask is what is very difficult. It is very difficult, ladies and gentlemen. We try as humans to become the best version of ourselves. So when that mask gets dirty, metaphorically speaking, of course, we take it off, we throw it away. And some of us have a mask on and we are not able to deal with the trauma that we have incurred or have put upon ourselves. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not someone that is knowledgeable and very versed in this topic, but I'm speaking from my opinion in a personal place of mind that I feel that we all wear masks. I do too. So you're not alone. You are not alone. You are somebody's child, somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's wife, somebody's husband, somebody's somebody. Everybody is a somebody. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you're a nobody. That is a defense mechanism someone uses as a way to put someone else down to make them feel good about themselves. That's also like a mask that they put on. It's like, when you want to become beautiful, or everybody's beautiful in their own way. Just like Christina Aguilera said, you are beautiful in every single way. The world can't bring us down. No. And Michael Jackson wrote, I was saying, I am talking with the man in the mirror. I am asking him to change his ways. No message could be any clearer. If you want to make if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. That is very powerful. Just like when you wear your mask, you need to take that mask off. You need to be able to breathe. You need to be able to be yourself. Don't be someone you're not because somebody doesn't like you for the true you. Be you because you are you. Be your true, authentic self. You can wear a mask to hide your pain, yes, but remember, take that mask off, or you will become that mask. Ladies and gentlemen, if you keep that mask long enough, your skin metaphorically will rip off. You will be taken off your face. You will be faceless. Don't do that to yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what I had to tell you for today. I'm sorry if I'm not sorry. I'm giving you a message and I'm very appreciative that I'm able to give you the message. I'm sorry that this podcast is going to be a little short. We could dive deeper into this. Just let me know what you guys think, what you guys want to hear, and I will try to find a way for us to communicate better. So this podcast will come out soon at some point. Be on the lookout for that. And I wanted to do a little poetry corner. Ladies and gentlemen, Okay. This is a poem that I recently. Of course, my light wants to do this right in this podcast. All right. Okay. So it's like this color changing light. So it has a timer, so it times itself off. So yeah. I guess it's telling me that it's bedtime at the time of this recording. Yeah. Okay. Poetry Corner with Evans A. Darilus on the Evans A. Darilus podcast. Await by Evans A. Darilus. It's like they're trying to kill me. Thoughts are being provoked. Feel like I'm being choked. Hearts keep racing. I keep pacing, screaming, but no one hears. Being stabbed by fears. Thoughts racing for years. Smiling through the pain. Thoughts oozing out my brain. Is this for real? Or am I going insane? Something needs to stop the pain. Seeing droplets out the window pane. I linger in the back of your mind. This for you is hard to deal. Heartbroken, but the spirit is being replenished. I'm there with you, even though I'm not present. I have no ill will towards you. Did I forget to mention? Don't walk away yet. Let me give you my undivided attention. That was the Poetry Corner, ladies and gentlemen, of Evans A. Darilus. You have been tuned in to the Evans A. Darilus podcast. The next episode, we will be. You guys are not going to get that right now. Tune in for episode 2 coming out on the streaming platform near you. This is your boy, Evans A. Darilus. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for bearing with me and being a part of this podcast. Thank you for spending time with me. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful evening, wonderful day. Good morning, bonjour, bonsoir, au revoir, bonne nuit, bon dia, bon tarde, bon noite for my Portuguese speaking people. Bon dia, bon tarde, bon tarde, boa noite. Yes, for my Portuguese people. Buenos dias, buenas noches, buenos tardes for my Hispanic speakers. And I will try to do it in other languages. So this has been too long, and this is a long exit. But thank you for tuning in for real, guys. I very much appreciate it. And I'm just trying to find the kinks and the quirks of doing this podcast. For real, though, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in and listening. This is your boy, Evans A. Darilus, and I thank you for everything. Salute.